If you like the good, simple pleasures of life, if you like swinging on old tires and horses and cows and little pigs, you'll like the good California country music on KNEW. Tune up to Radio 91. If you like the good, simple pleasures of life, like long walks in the country, merry-go-rounds, hot dogs at the zoo, old tires swinging and lazy afternoons, you'll like the good California country music on KNEW. Tune up to Radio 91. If you like the good, simple pleasures of life, if you like merry-go-rounds and hot dogs, if you like kids watching giraffes and giraffes watching kids, you'll like the good California country music on KNEW. Tune up to Radio 91.
Newswoman Belva Davis is more than just a newswoman. She's wife, mother, street reporter, and anchor woman. The many facets of her life spent away from the news desk add dimension to her total awareness. Competing in a man's world every day is not an easy job. To do it well takes a total woman. Belva Davis, anchor woman on Channel 5's News at Noon. One of the responsible ones on the KPIX Eyewitness News team.
Politics in an election year is largely a phony business. It's really 75% salesmanship and maybe 25% truth. The job of the political reporter is to find that 25% truth and relay that to the public. We have a responsibility of finding this out and presenting candidates honestly, and it's not being done locally by anybody that I know of with any consistency other than here at KPIX.
Rollin Post, one of the responsible ones.
Hi, I'm Mike Douglas. My show has been many places throughout the world, but one place that I really love is San Francisco in the Bay Area. The people here are friendly. I always have a great time. And you know, I'm followed by Stan Borman and Jenny Krim.
Mike Douglas at 4:30, followed by Stan Borman and Jenny Krim with Eyewitness News at 6.
Look for us. We'll be there.
Who's a member of the American Association for the Advancement of Science, the National Geophysical Union, associate member of the American Meteorological Society, and a student of woolly worms? Bob Lobertini.
Observe the rings on a woolly worm, and you'll have a pretty good idea of what the weather is going to be like in the months ahead.
Watch Bob Lobertini, the fearless forecaster, on Channel 5. Who predicts the weather from a corn patch? Bob Lobertini.
You can tell a lot about the weather just by studying the thickness of the husks and the texture of an ear of corn, the way the Indians did.
Bob Lobertini, member of the National Geophysical Union, the American Association for the Advancement of Science, associate member of the American Meteorological Society, and a student of corn. Watch Bob Lobertini on Channel 5, the fearless forecaster.
KPIX weather auditions, take one. Go ahead.
The weather today in the Bay Area will be fair, except for fog.
Hold it. Hold it. Next. Hold it.
The weather tomorrow will be fair.
Next.
Golly, there'll be cute fog in the morning, followed by boyish clearing at night.
Hold it. You know, we had to do a lot of auditioning before we finally found a weatherman who is intelligent as well as entertaining. Bob Lobertini.
A high-pressure area is a weather bubble. And when that bubble bursts, then the cold marine air rushes in, condensation occurs, and
There's a lot more to Channel 5 Eyewitness News than meets the eye. There's Jenny Krim and her consumer reports, upbeat interviews for downbeat times, on everything from how to recognize an honest auto mechanic to who has no bananas, from how to find low-cost medical care to how to beat the high cost of beef and the high cost of getting rid of it. Jenny Krim on Channel 5 Eyewitness News. There's a whole lot more to it than meets the eye. There's a lot more to Channel 5 Eyewitness News than meets the eye. There's Car 5 with Ed Arno, a freewheeling loner whose only assignment is to go wherever news takes him and get there first. But his real assignment is people. He spends his days driving the streets, monitoring emergency calls and looking for news. Anything from a kid's lost dog to a towering inferno. Ed Arno on Channel 5 Eyewitness News. There's a whole lot more to it than meets the eye. There's a lot more to Channel 5 Eyewitness News than meets the eye. There's the Probe Team 5 unit with Marilyn Baker, the toughest investigative reporter the Bay Area's ever seen. There's Car 5 with Ed Arno, whose only assignment is to go wherever news events take him and get there first. There's Jenny Krim's uncompromising consumer report unit. There are the San Jose and Oakland news bureaus. There's a seismograph, and there's Walter Cronkite. Channel 5 Eyewitness News. There's a whole lot more to it than meets the eye.